Jokic fraud MVPs. What's up? There's a dude, there's a dude in my comments on YouTube. His name is Jokic. I forget what it is, man. And I thought it was you. His name is Jokic something back to back MVP. You gotta change that name, bro. Gotta change that name. I don't like saying Jokic anyway. Yeah, we need you to change that name, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure we need you to change that name. Yeah, that's that yeah. Yeah, we need you to change that name, bro. Hey, what's up? Hey, what is up? Joel Embiid, Eastern Conference Player of the Month for the second consecutive month. All right, man. We got some things we need to talk about. Got some things we need to talk about. First of all, Dak Rivers. Oh, I knew she was gonna say that. Kate went right to what I was about to say. Doc Rivers, Coach of the Month. Coach of the Month in January. Coach of the Month. Never thought I would see the day. Hey, man, never thought I would see the day. Doc Rivers, Coach of the Month. So you're telling me Doc Rivers finally coached some games, finally implemented a little bit of strategy, still, still, still relying on his boy Montrezl Harrell, at backup center. Still smoking leads, bro. Smoking leads. Jalen Hurts rang the bell. Let's go. Have I been on here for 3 minutes yet? Go fucking go fucking go fucking Doc Rivers still smoking 20-point leads. I'll tell you what, man, if you named a blunt rap 20-point leads, Doc would be at the gas station buying them Johns like none other, and he'd be smoking 20-point leads like he does. But anyway, Doc Rivers still playing Trez at backup center, still blowing 20-point leads, and he gets coach of the month. Now, I will say this about that. Um, does Glenn Rivers deserve credit for the Sixers, looking the way they look currently? Yeah. Yeah, I'll say that he does. Yeah, I'll say that he does. Um, I definitely liked what they did in Denver. I definitely liked Ant C, what's up? James Harden's beard, what's up? Wyatt Porter, what's up? Nitfish, what's up? NZ for 3, what's up? A, what's up? James Harden's beard, what's up? Rhett Mark 7, what's up? I will say that, um, in the Denver Nuggets game, which was the first game that we could really assess what they might look like against a top team in the NBA. The way that they adjusted in the second half was impressive because Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, those live ball gods at the three-point line, they were giving us fits in the first half, and we adjusted in the second half. So I was happy with what I saw, and Doc Rivers had a lot to do with that. So I agree to an extent that Doc Rivers deserves credit for that win and for um, for them looking the way that they did in the second half of that game. Shout out to everybody in the playback TV room, playback TV dot playback dot. I always say this wrong. Hold on. The dot. Hold on. Playback dot TV slash run it back Philly. Come through, hang out with us. Um, you sign in with your TV provider. You watch the game live with us, live chat, live game, the whole nine. Playback dot TV slash run it back Philly. It is the future of Twitch. It is the future of sports streaming. It is the Twitch of sports streaming. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how many people we get in here. Nobody gives a damn about this game. Let's be honest. A Friday night game against the San Antonio Spurs. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Um, Now, if our whole squad is playing, I will say this: the choir butchered the anthem. I wasn't listening. If our whole squad is playing, I will say this: this is definitely a team, and the Spurs have a couple of players. The Spurs have a couple of players that can gash you, right? They have, hold on, I forgot his name, but he was balling out against us the last game. I think he dropped 30 off the bench that 3rd game of the season, I think it was, where we lost and we started the season 0-3. Uh, well, it's not Trey Jones. Hold on a second. Here we go. Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson. Yeah. The Spurs do have Keldon Johnson, who is a combo guard, a live ball guy who can put up numbers from the perimeter. And I was just off the top of my head trying to remember what he did to us the last time, but I feel like Keldon Johnson put up numbers against us last time. You guys can let me know in the comments if you remember. Um, what happened. Let me just post this on Instagram right now. Join me live. I keep forgetting to turn that off. That's so loud when that drops. But thank you for becoming a member. Jimmy McDonald. Jimmy, what are you doing right now? Are you at work? I work with Jimmy, by the way, for those that don't know. Let me post this on Instagram real quick. Playback.tv/run it back Philly. Click here. And then we'll post it on Twitter. And we'll see how many people jump in here, man. But thank you for being here initially off the bat on a Friday night. The Sixers against the Spurs. Anytime I get any viewers, anytime I get any viewers when it's a game that I know, like, probably the mainstream sports fan doesn't care about, makes me feel good because I feel, it lets me know, it reminds me that I have a niche. I have a niche. A Friday night game against the Spurs is a tough one to get viewers. So those of you that are in here, it reminds me that I have a niche of Sixers fans. Only the hardcore of the hardcore Sixers fan will be watching this game. And I love that. I love that, man, because that's how I've always been. You know what I mean? I remember a couple of years ago, I was living with a roommate and I was hooking my laptop up to the TV. We didn't even have cable at the time. I was just living with a roommate. We didn't even have cable set up. I was hooking my laptop up to a TV to stream a Sixers preseason game. And he looked at me and he was like, "Bro, are you serious right now?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're going this hard to watch a Sixers preseason game?" And I was like, "Bro, it's just what I do. This is just yes, I need this. I need this. Yes." So that's how I've always been. So I appreciate anybody that's like that. Watch the game live with me. Hashtag. Always use hashtags on Twitter. Very important because it lights up blue. Sixers versus Spurs here. HTTPS playback dot TV/run it back Philly. Boom. Post the picture and we're golden. And playback posted me on their Instagram story, so that's pretty cool too. All right, here we go, man. Looks like James Harden's playing, Joel Embiid's playing. I didn't even check. Oh, we turned it over on the first possession. Nice, guys. Well, nice start. Good job. And then the Spurs turn it over. Jimmy, you are watching the game with me, man. Jimmy, I'm setting up my studio with 2 chairs and 2 microphones. I'm telling you right now, I said this to you before. You can join me in person. In person. Pretty soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. 3 turnovers in 30 seconds. What a start. There's absolutely no fans in San Antonio. None. They couldn't give these tickets away for free. Look at this. Look at the seats. Look at the seats, man. There's nobody there. Harden around the screen and beat at the free throw line. Oh my God, another turnover, bro. This is holy cow. Keldon Johnson for 3, rimmed it out. Dude, Jacob Poeltl can board, man. I remember Jacob Poeltl's been giving Joel Embiid fits for, I feel like, a couple years now. Strong take by Tobias. It rimmed out. I didn't even look up like the Spurs roster, bro. I don't even know half of these dudes. Josh Richardson. Wow. I actually forgot Josh Richardson plays for the Spurs. Josh Richardson is raining threes on us, guys. Spurs start the game 5-0, and Doc Rivers calls a timeout. So this is definitely one of these games where we can come out and underestimate a team, right? The Spurs are not good. Their record is, oh, I was just there. Hold on. Their record is 14-38. Okay, I didn't want you to play a video. Get out of here. All these apps do the same thing now. They want to play a video, right, when you click on something. The Spurs are 19th in points scored, 16th in field goal percentage, 28th in free throw percentage, 23rd in three-point percentage, 29th in three-point shots made. They are 27th in turnovers per game, 25th in block. They're bad. They're bad, dude. They're bad. So we should do our best to not play down to competition, right? Do the Sixers play down to competition? Yes or no? The stands being empty probably gets them to play down too. James Harden's beard, you're absolutely right, bro. They play up to competition also. They play lackluster and low energy and low effort against bad teams, and they play high energy, high effort. They bring it against good teams, you know? My mom's in the chat. Everyone say hi, Mama DJ Eastwood. She said, sounds like the Phillies. That's exactly what the Phillies do. The Phillies will be literally a World Series contender and they will lose. They'll get swept by the Florida Marlins or the Miami Marlins. Yeah. So this is a trap game for the Sixers, definitely, man. Um, it's funny to me. It's really polarizing. It's really You can face the Milwaukee Bucks at full strength and go toe to toe and win in overtime and shut down Giannis to the point where after the game he's throwing ladders. Uh, and then you can get run out of the building by the Orlando Magic or the Detroit Pistons. I think it's good that Harden and Embiid are playing in this game. I was hoping they didn't get labeled out for rest or whatever because they need to continue to build, just especially this point in the year. This is a fun point of the year. This is where things really start to ramp up as you go towards the playoffs and you want your whole team to really be getting in the best basketball shape possible and building chemistry and all of those things. Dave D. Orlando beat Boston 3 times this year. They absolutely did, and Orlando is a lot like the, Toronto Raptors of the past couple of years, man. Matchup nightmares. They have 8 players. I think they have 10 players over 6'7" on their roster. The Philadelphia 76ers have 1, Joel Embiid. Well, Tobias is 6'8". There might be a couple others, but, either way, they're long, athletic. They give teams fits, and the Sixers kryptonite. We play a very specific game, especially with Harden and Embiid, half court offense, not very fast paced. When we play teams like that are just very athletic and are going to rebound and run, we can our lack of energy can smack us in the face, and that's what happened on Monday night. Again, they were hungover from the Super Bowl. Let's call it what it is. They were partying with Meek Mill and Kevin Hart and everybody. It's not like they took a picture with Michael Rubin at the not the Super Bowl, I'm sorry, the NFC championship game, but it's not like they took a picture with Michael Rubin and everybody and went home. They were definitely hungover. Jakob Poeltl. Antsy, I like that. That's a push off for sure. Good call. He's like, "What? What did I do?" All right, so the Sixers have 1 point in 3 minutes. I don't like that too much, but let's see if we get it together. Harden loses the ball. He's at half court. Embiid drives, tries to spin on Pirtle, turns it over. Josh Richardson steal. No, that wasn't Richardson. Who's that guy? Keldon Johnson, Jakob Pirtle, Josh Richardson. Splash. I don't even know the Spurs roster, man. All right, let's figure it out here. Diop? Diop? 8-4. Bates Diop. Bates Diop's going for 50. Bates Diop, 100,000% is going for 50. DeAnthony Melton for 3. Let's go. All right, let me go ahead and get the scoreboard up here. Not what I wanted to do. Wrong button. Taps it to himself. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it going on. Everybody hit the like button, man. Get me to 100 live viewers. 18 in the playback. Let's get a million. Here we go. Playback.tv/run it back Philly. You log in with your TV provider. You watch the game with us. It's a no-brainer. Jakob Poeltl, an offensive rebound. That's not good. Melton versus Bates Diop. Anthony Melton all the way in, missed it. NZ for 3. Remember when Embiid put his hands up on defense? Bro, that's been a topic of discussion lately, man, and the answer is that he he does definitely load manage himself, and I don't know, that's probably for the better, to be honest with you. Like, do I want Joel Embiid and they get caught, that's what I mean. Keldon Johnson all the way in for the and one. Keldon Johnson's definitely dropping 40 this game, there's no way he's not. Um, they get caught because they try to load manage and take it easy against teams like this, and they get caught. They just do, you just can't take it easy against teams like this. Can't take it easy against any team in the NBA. You know, Embiid's main thing, I really think he comes out and he's like, "I'm gonna kinda load manage, I'm gonna jog around in the first half and not try too hard so that I have energy for the 4th, but so also I'm not burning myself out the whole season going to the playoffs." So, I really think that happens, and it catches up to us sometimes against bad teams. Here's Keldon Johnson all the way in. Bates Diop, I can't get over that name. Jakob Poeltl on Embiid one-on-one. He wants him. No, he bails. He kicks it out. Josh Richardson for 3. Brick. Brickardson is back in action. Here's Tobias Harris. Blocking call on Jakob Poeltl. Kinda wish they woulda let that one go. Kinda wish they woulda let that one go because Joel was about to drive on him. He flopped a little bit. Oh my god, Embiid's holding his shoulder. Take him out! Take him out! Take him out! Get him out. Sit him down. Sit him down. It's a Friday night. Dude, it's a Friday night against the Spurs. We're almost at the All-Star break. Sit him down. Trez time. Keldon Johnson is very nice. Keldon Johnson is very nice. He's bleeding. Stream is almost right in time with cable. Nice. Let's go, playback TV. Crushing it. Crushing it. Remember Bum Simmons game winner in San Antonio? Troy, I do remember that. Remember, I had a video after that game. I was irate because the dude had like 3 shot attempts the whole game. And, I kept fighting I fought these people the whole Ben Simmons era, but I kept fighting these people that were like, a win is a win. No, it's not a win. I was actually angry about that. James Harden mid-range step back. He missed it. PJ Tucker offensive rebound. Embiid for 3. Splash. That's what we need from you tonight, Joel. Jog around, shoot some threes, hang out, and then in the 4th quarter, bring us home. That's what we need. Spurs get one at the rim. I don't think our interior defense is really doing anything so far. Spurs get a 4-on-1 fast break and get nothing out of it. Embiid gets, I think, his second block of the possession, and James Harden's cherry picking. Cherry picking. You know how the veteran players do it, man. James ain't messing around. You ever show up to the court and there's that one like 57-year-old dude? That's James Harden, bro. He's cherry picking all day. Who got a T? Pop? Popovich got a technical. He's probably mad at his team. Oh, he wanted a foul right there? Shut up, Allah. My god. I gotta turn the volume down even more on the stream, man. Oh, man. There was a notch, like, right above 0 that used to be perfect. There was a notch right above 0 on playback TV that used to be perfect where I could, like, hear the game and not hear the commentators. I think dude, I can't concentrate on the game. I think the commentators are louder than the game right now. Alright, here we go. I gotta try not to listen. Here's Embiid, big time Euro step layup. Oh my goodness. Is that Zach Collins? That was a nasty Euro layup. Did Allah just say Brett is a heck of a coach? Well, I mean, what's he supposed to say? What's he supposed to say? I mean, he could always not say anything, but that ain't gonna happen. Tony Parker bobblehead. Wow. How bad is your team that they're not even giving out a bobblehead of a current player? I feel like even during the Sixers process era, they were giving out like Tony Roten bobbleheads or something. You know what I mean? Josh Brickerson bobblehead night. Let's go. Bro, I would throw it back on the court. I'd be so mad if I got to my seat and there was a Josh Richardson bobblehead doll. I'd be so mad. What is Pop doing on this team? Dude's a winner. Um, I don't know. When's the last time he won? To be honest with you, Kawhi Leonard. And you can look, bro. Like I have this debate with myself sometimes. Do we overrate NBA coaches based on the talent that they had when they made their championship runs? You know what I'm saying? And Kawhi Leonard was a steal, was a player that wasn't drafted and wasn't this offensive juggernaut. He was a defensive minded player and he got this offensive game over a couple years of development and the Spurs development staff and just culture and everything was amazing at the time. And that might be Greg Popovich probably creating the culture and the message that he sends to the rest of the coaches and everything under him. I get that. But I mean, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, you know what I mean? It's gonna win some rings, man. It's gonna win some rings. Doc Rivers, um, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo. That's gonna win some rings. Yo, that's a great point, NZ. Popovich played them when they were young to let them develop, unlike Glenn. Very good point. Very good point. 1917. I think that's the year. I don't know. There was a movie called 1917, I think. Niang, Harden, shot clock running down. What are we doing? Harden driving floater, missed it. Zach Collins, the rebound. Is that Dougie McBuckets? Collins called for a travel, I think, at the top, or Dougie McDermott. Forgive me forgive me for my racism, but the 2 white guys on the court look identical. Zach Collins and Doug McDermott, I'm gonna mix up a lot. The only youngsters that got run in the Spurs were the superstars. I mean, Kawhi Leonard was a youngster and he got run. Do you remember there was a player that was here's Maxey off the bench for 3. Let's go. We need a good Maxey game. We need Maxey to come back and give us a little something something, man. We need Maxey to have a good game. He's had a couple bad ones off the bench lately. Zach Collins for 3, air ball. Should probably get under the in the paint or something, Zach. Keldon Johnson spin. Joel again doesn't really give much resistance at the rim right there. Kind of lets him do a layup. Here's Maxey. Maxey, Embiid, Niang, PJ, and Shake. Maxey, shoot that mid ranger, but he still has Embiid on the floor with him. Embiid on Collins. He's settling for jump shots. He missed it. PJ Tucker offensive rebound, lost it. Collins for 3. Missed it again. Let this dude keep shooting. Joel is coasting and it shows. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's absolutely coasting and you can't hate him for it. It is what it is. It's the Spurs on a Friday night. We don't want to put an L in the column. The only I will say this, like this game, a game like this, just get the win. I was saying the same thing in the second Magic game on Wednesday. Just get the win. Um, I don't need you to come out here and give 1,000% and blow them out by 40. It would be nice to do that and rest your guys in the fourth quarter, but just get a win in a game like this as you're getting closer to the All-Star break. Matisse Thybulle for 3, missed it, but I like the shot. Montrezl Harrell almost got an offensive rebound. Oh, he did get an offensive rebound. Shake Milton all the way in and finishes strong. Shake's so good with that little lean in. Shake's really good at finishing around the rim when he creates contact. Collins in the paint. Who's the foul on? A foul on Montrezl Harrell for playing defense? What was that? Shaquille O'Milton. Yeah, bro. He's got that shoulder. Look at that. Zach Collins in the paint and Montrez is just playing like normal defense and gets called for a foul. I don't really understand that. Wesley. Spurs throw it away again. Here's Shake Milton. Drives, creates separation, gets fouled. Shooting foul? Spurs traded George Hill for Kawhi Leonard, and he got 24 minutes per game his rookie year and averaged 7 points per game. Wow, they traded George Hill for Kawhi Leonard? I didn't even know that. That's a money stat, Vincent. Vincent, that's money. It's a money stat. Shake's being aggressive. I like it. Kate and Alla are talking about nachos, as is, just not surprised with the Sixers broadcast team. Spurs miss. Here's another rebound. Rebound for George Niang. Shake misses a floater. Wesley. I don't even know who that is, man. Do you guys know who this is? Blake Wesley. Blake Wesley. Llamas, thank you for being here. Everybody hit the like button. Let's go. Get me to 100 viewers. Montrez gets scored on in the paint by Doug McDermott. You can't make that kind of stuff up, man. Doug McDermott just got a bucket in the paint over Montrezl Harrell. Here's Maxey, drives, floater, gets a foul called on, I forgot his name again, Blake Wesley. Man, what a team this is. Blake Wesley, man. 25-25. How do you guys feel? Should we be battling with this team? Like, do you care about this game? Should this be a game like I said where, you just try to get a win? Um, Doc looks confused when everything makes sense. Jimmy, you're right. You're right. You ever see him put Paul Reed in and Paul Reed has like a good game and Doc's like on the sideline not knowing what's happening? Like, I think you should just get the win in a game like this. I like that Thibauld's getting early minutes. Maybe Jaden Springer. Oh, Doc would never do that. Look at that defense. That's why you play Matisse Thybulle. That's exactly why you play Matisse Thybulle. Did you guys see that defense? He's getting look at him. He's getting so good at defending without fouling. Matisse Thybulle learning how to defend without fouling is lethal. Oh my God, Montrezl Harrell with a block and they call a foul. What are these refs doing, man? That's such a good block. Get that garbage out of here. How are you gonna take away Montrez's only block of the season, man? No, he might have a couple. He might have a couple. Spurs don't care about the win. Sixers should care about a win. Yeah, I think they care about a win. All I'm saying is they're not gonna come out here and, you know, go 1,000%. Zach Collins looks like he's on Peaky Blinders, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks like a moonshiner in the 30s. Brick. Shake Milton, full court shot. Oh, Vincent, I think that I think that's what you do against a team like this. I think you keep it close and then you take it away in the you take it home in the fourth quarter. That's what I think you do. That's what I think you do against a team like this. You keep it close and you bring it home in the fourth quarter. You don't let them get on any runs or anything. I mean, even I know we say the Orlando Magic aren't a good team, but if you really look at the roster and the Orlando Magic have Paolo Banchero and Markel Fultz and the Wagner brothers and Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs. They got a lot of talent. We're talking about Bamba and bro, we didn't even get into the big guys, man. Mo Bamba and who's the other one? Who's the other 7-footer? Jonathan Isaac. Thank you. They got a ton of talent that can run you that can smack you in the face if you mess around. This Spurs team, nah, nah. You know, the Spurs team, um, like Blake Wesley and Zach Collins and Keldon Johnson, you know. So you should. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, yeah, you shouldn't get surprised by this Spurs team. That's all I'm saying. Brett Mark, what up? In the playback stream. If we're being real honest with ourselves, we probably should have lost the second Magic game. They missed like 50 wide open threes. They did. They did miss a lot of wide open threes. And if they would have lost that second one, I would have been not too happy about it. But I also came to a realization after the Monday game is that that Magic team is just a bad matchup for a lot of teams, you know? They're not gonna put together a ton of wins, but there's a reason they beat the Boston Celtics 3 times. They're a tough matchup for a lot of teams. Bowl, exactly. Yeah, bro, they have 8 players over 6'9". The Sixers have 1, and his name is Joel Embiid. And I think we are built to compete for an NBA championship right now. And outside of the backup center position, we'll see what happens at the trade deadline. But that's just that Magic team is just a team that can rebound and run and dunk. And yeah, if you're sleeping, all of a sudden they're up by 15, you know? So I was just happy that we won the second one because it's just a team that causes a lot of matchup problems for a lot of teams. Kita Bates Diop. Keita? I don't even know how to say this guy's name. Keita Bates Diop has 7 points and he just missed a shot and got his own offensive rebound. And George Niang shoots an air ball. Keita Bates Diop. Keita Bates Diop. That's a wild name, bro. Here we go. Jakob Poeltl hook shot over Trez. Missed it. Out of bounds on the Spurs. How do you feel about Harden not in the All-Star roster? I wanted to make a video on it. I didn't have time. I was at work until 5 today. Took me till like 5:45 to get out of there, but uh it's just blasphemy at this point. I mean, you're telling me Tyrese Halliburton and Drew Holiday are in the All-Star game and James Harden is not. You're telling me James Harden is not an All-Star reserve? That's what you're telling me right now? Maxey gets a bucket. Spurs turnover. I mean, I just can't see how Harden's not an All-Star. 21.5 points per game. He's leading the NBA in assists. It's just crazy. Maxey throws it up for Montrez, who can barely dunk at this point in his career, but he kind of lays it into the hoop. If that was Charles Bassey or Paul Reed, that would have been a dunk, but I digress. The Spurs are miscommunicating. They don't know where to be. Doug McDermott floater. I hope I never say that again for the rest of my life. Here's Shake Milton. Oh, shoot that. Shake under the basket. Shake's posting up. Oh my God, what are we doing? Here's Montrez on Pirtle. What's he gonna do? He lost the ball. Oh, he's got no bag. Come on, Trez. What was that? That was like a turnaround right-handed. I don't know what that's called. That's like that Ben Simmons turnaround jumper, but it worked. We'll take it. That's a bucket. But it was like the footwork was like a lefty hook, but he shot it with his right. Just reminded me of Ben Simmons. That's all. I don't like anything that reminds me of him. Allah called Maxey a good-looking man. Listen, I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Maxey came off the bench aggressive tonight for sure. When Maxey smiles, it's like I feel like he's my nephew. Like I just want to hug him. I love Tyrese Maxey. I can't say anything. Curtis Green. I don't even know who these players are. Bram? I thought I read the roster. I guess I didn't. Shake in the paint, fade away. Got it. Malachi Branham. Holy cow. Holy cow. What's the Spurs plan? Is this a tank? Are they stacking draft picks? I mean, Maxi drives. Skip all the way to Matisse. Thibault drive floater. Oh my God. Let's go. Any time I see an offensive play from Matisse Thybulle, I want to do a cartwheel. If Thybulle develops any type of offensive game, he is going to be insane. Maxi all the way in, and whoa, I missed it, but he got the foul call. Bucket Getter says getting his trade value up. You knock it off. You stop it. We're not trading Matisse. We can't. Too young, too much potential. You can't trade players in spite of Doc Rivers. Look at that, bro. That's a legitimate two-footed floater in the lane. The Spurs plan is development. I mean, that's cute and all, but you still need star players. You still need to get to the top of the draft. Well, they're going to get to the top of the draft this year, right? Are they in the Wembanyama sweepstakes? If they're in the Wembanyama sweepstakes, then I understand what they're doing. I'm telling you guys right now, that Thibault floater was nice. Thibault floater was nice, man. Hit the like button on YouTube. Get me up to 100 viewers. And if you haven't already, come over to playback.tv/runningbackphilly. Sign in with your TV provider. Watch the game with us live chat, live commentary. It's a fun time. We're over here. NZ for 3. I really hope the Nets break up. Yeah, I wanna comment on that in a minute, but I'll be back in 30 seconds. Yeet. That race was electric. I didn't see the race. I missed it. Missed the race, man. A lot of Eagles jerseys in the building. A lot of Birds jerseys. Go Birds. Yeah, so let's talk about the Nets breaking up, man. Or potentially breaking up. So Kyrie Irving requests a trade for the second year in a row. And it's funny because I remember when the Spurs No, hell no, I don't want no Kyrie. No, anybody that's saying the Sixers should trade for Kyrie, they're out of their damn minds. Stop it. You don't want that locker room cancer anywhere near this team. 8 minutes left in the second, 39-36. Toby for Kyrie and flip Kyrie for more. That's too much. Stop. That's complicated, and that's not happening. Look, Kyrie has burnt bridges. I need you guys to understand that. It's gonna get to the point where teams are not giving it's gonna get to the point here's Maxey. It's gonna get to the point where teams are done trading for Kyrie Irving. I think they already are done trading for Kyrie Irving. Signing him in free agency is one thing. George Niang working in the paint. Missed it. Trez gets a rebound. The old George Niang Montrez Harrell tandem. Look out. They're going to dominate the paint. George for three. Splash. Teams are done trading for Kyrie Irving because it doesn't matter if he signs a contract or not. You don't know if the guy's going to be happy. You're not giving up anything for a player that's going to request a trade the next year. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's giving up anything for Kyrie Irving. The Nets are screwed. Maxey floater off the rim. Maybe we can rest and beat this entire first half. Let's keep it going. Niang all the way in. No, strong finish from George. Good finish, George. Strong finish, George. Jakob Pertl. Oh, he's got a dime underneath. To Bates Diop. Bates Diop's dropping 30 on us for sure. Maxey on the wing. Screen from Montrez. Maxey lobbed to Montrez again. Montrez with a big dunk that time. Wow. That shows me Tyrese Maxey developing a little bit of facilitating skills, man. A little bit of point guard pick and roll skills, man. I like that a lot. When I see Maxey come around a screen and throw a no look alley oop, that tells me he could really develop a more of a facilitating type of game, man. I feel good about that. And Shake Milton gets a bucket. Sixers have 31 bench points already in this game. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's win this game with our bench. Let's win this game with our bench. We're playing a G League team, basically. Let's win this game with our bench. Leave Embiid and Harden on the bench. Let's just win this game with the bench. Teams will definitely trade for him. He was balling out. I am not saying Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of the most skilled basketball players I've ever seen. Nobody's going to argue that. But what assets are you giving up for a player that very well possibly will ask for a trade the next year? Who's giving up future draft picks or young talent or anything for that? I need to know because I'm not. Kyrie wanted an extension and Nets didn't want to do it. Number one, because you don't know. Kyrie is great, but he's on planet Kyrie and no one's invited. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Kyrie wanted an extension and Nets didn't want to do it. Um, he wanted them to shop Ben Simmons and he wouldn't do it, and they wouldn't do it. So you can't shop. How can you shop Ben Simmons? Vincent, how can you shop Ben Simmons? You tell me how you can shop Ben Simmons. How you can put 150, we owe him $150 million. And he's scoring 7 points per game. Please, somebody else take him. Who? Who? You can't shop Ben Simmons. He's making $150 million and he's averaging 7 points per game. You can't shop him. There's 0 value, 0, 0. I'm surprised the Sixers even pulled off the trade they pulled off. There's no shopping Ben Simmons. Suns, Mavs, and Lakers are the main trade suitors now. They'll give up stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know if they'll give up stuff, but it might get to the point where the Nets are in a conundrum like they were with James Harden, where they have to let him go and they have to take whatever they can get. And for Harden, it was Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first round picks, which Andre Drummond turned out to, not be much of anything. Or didn't get run, or Nick Claxton took the spot, or didn't fit well, or whatever it is. He's not getting any run in Chicago either. But so we traded Seth Curry, Ben Simmons, and 2 firsts for James Harden. It worked out for us so far. That's all I'm saying. But so you could get into they could get to the point where they have to take whatever they can get for him. So I mean, if they have to take a Russell Westbrook trade straight up, of course you do that if you're the Lakers. I'm just saying nobody's giving up significant value for Kyrie Irving right now. That's just me. Maxey all the way in and one. Let's go. Let's just have the Tyrese Maxey show the rest of this game. Leave Harden and Beto on the bench. Tyrese Maxey show. Let's go. Vincent, I don't know how you can shop him, but I took that as that Ben was being babied again, as to say an organization isn't even doing anything to pressure him into shooting. Yeah, the Ben Simmons thing is it's done, man. It's done. I saw clips from this year where Kyrie yelled at Ben to shoot like 10 times when being passed the but yeah, it's done. It's done. Because Ben Simmons is the ultimate Keldon Johnson all the way in, kinda threw his shoulder at De'Anthony Melton and got a foul call somehow. But Ben Simmons is this to me at this point. He is the thorn in the side of NBA contracts. It's a fully guaranteed contract. You owe him that money no matter what he does. And he's the first player in history that got one of those contracts and doesn't actually wanna play basketball. But you owe him that money, and he knows that, and he's gonna get that money. You can't pressure Ben Simmons into shooting the ball. He's just not gonna do it. Look at him right now. This is his second city, second team. The whole fan base is yelling at him to shoot, and he just won't do it. He's never gonna do it. There's nothing you can do to pressure him into shooting. You can't say, "Ben, if you don't shoot, we're gonna bench you." He'll say, "Cool, I don't have to play. Fine with me." You can't take his money away. There's nothing you can do. He's getting his money no matter what. There's what can you do to pressure him to shoot? You can't take his money away. All he cares about is his money. You can say, "Ben, you're benched. Ben, you're not going to be allowed to play. You got to stay home. We're going to cut you." He would love to get cut. He would love to get waived and just get his money and go home. Nothing you can do to make Ben Simmons shoot at this point. It's over. He's taking his 150 million and he's going to live a celebrity lifestyle and he's never coming back. It's exactly what's happening. What does Ben do for his next contract? There's no next contract. Look at him this season. Look at him. He's not even trying to play high level basketball. There's no next contract for Ben Simmons. It's done. It's over. He's getting his 150 million and he's leaving. He's not playing in the NBA. I'm telling you right now, he's done. You know how much you have to love basketball to sign a veteran minimum, right? Like Andre Drummond or even PJ Tucker playing at 37 years old for 10 million a year. Yeah, that's an overpay, but you have to really love playing basketball. You think Ben Simmons, after getting 150 million by doing nothing, is going to play for years on a vet minimum for what? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? people play on vet minimums because they wanna continue to play. Ben's not playing for no 1.5 vet minimum or whatever it is. He's not doing that. Anyway, sorry I started ranting about Ben Simmons. Let's see. Sixers up by 6. Tobias Harris on the block. What are we gonna get here? Oh, the turnaround. Oh, we passed it to Embiid outside. This is a weird offense. Embiid Euro step gets fouled and gets to the line. Crazy, but Fultz has turned out better than Ben. Absolutely. Because he wants to play. Fultz wants to play. It's sad that Fultz just never got his shot back. I don't know what the hell happened to Markelle Fultz, man, but it's sad. I know that. Aaron Cabbage, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. TJ McConnell is better than Ben. Is TJ McConnell still in the NBA? Is he still playing for the Spurs, man? Shout out to TJ McConnell for making a career. Shout out to TJ McConnell for making a career out of it. Was that Keldon Johnson jump shot? No. Wait, who is that? I forget. Branham? Tobias all the way in. Bucket. Let's go. Malachi Branham, guys, has 10 points. He had 22 points a couple of days ago. Harden. Right side wing. Round and Embiid screen. Embiid. All the way in under Pirtle. That's an easy bucket. I mean, if we're going to talk about guys that legitimately cannot guard Joel Embiid, Jakob Pirtle has to be up there. Up there with Wendell Carter Jr. and Mo Bamba and all those guys. Franz Wagner. Harden and Embiid, pick and roll. Spam it. Spam it till they stop it. L1, L1. Embiid for 3. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Joel Embiid is cooking so hard. Joel Embiid just put us on a personal 13-point lead. Sixers up 13 because of Joel Embiid. We got 26 in the playback room. Let's get to 30. Playback.tv/run it back Philly. The Spurs reply cam. What does that mean? What does a reply cam mean? Or replicam? Replicam? Is that what that is? Kopik, what's up? DJ, don't do a handstand. LOL JK. Oh, no more handstands forever. I banned myself from doing handstands. We got to come up with something else when we hit milestones. We got to come up with something else, man. Oh, they're supposed to replicate the picture. Okay, I get it. I don't think they get it, though. Backflip? What are you guys talking about in the YouTube chat? TJ is on the Pacers. TJ is not on the Spurs. Nobody said he was on the Spurs, bro. Andy, like 17 people in the YouTube chat said TJ McConnell's on the Pacers. I think we knew that. Kopik, we were down 1, and then Joel Embiid came back in the game, and Harden, Embiid. Oh, Harden throws an alley-oop for an Embiid one-handed slam. Let's go! That better be on ESPN or I'm rioting. If that's not a top 10 play, I'm burning down ESPN headquarters. I'm just kidding, YouTube. I didn't say that. Tobias fast break dunk. Let's go. Let's put this away. Let's put this away, man. 15-2 run in the last 2 minutes. Hurdle under the rim. That was fun. I didn't say TJ McConnell's on the Spurs. I said TJ McConnell's still playing, and then I said, shout out to TJ for making a career of it. He's been on the Pacers for like 8 years. That Harden and Embiid fast break, man, that was fun. I think it was a steal by Joel, wasn't it? Joel with the steal, kicks it up to Harden, and then catches a fast break one-handed alley-oop, man. Oh my. Oh my. They love each other, and it's awesome. Yeah, they do. They fit each other so well. Harden drives, kicks, D'Anthony Melton for 3, splash. They Harden and Embiid just fit together so perfectly. If you really think about the style of play, Harden is exactly what Embiid has needed for a long time. And honestly, Harden at his age is probably a better fit for Joel Embiid than when he was in Houston, you know? I feel like that was a charge right there. I said he was on the Spurs. Did I say Spurs? Did I say TJ McConnell's on the Spurs? My bad, guys. If that's what I said, my bad for arguing with you. I didn't realize I said that. My bad. I meant the Pacers, and then I didn't even realize that's what I said. Damn, my mom said you did. Mom, whose team are you on? I thought I said Pacers, and then I was arguing because I didn't understand the argument. 69-57. Stanley Johnson is still in the NBA. What's he mad at Pop for? That's probably why he's nowhere. That's probably why he's on his 5th NBA team. He's arguing with the coach, when he's trying to get subbed in. I remember when Stanley Johnson was a pretty high draft pick. Who's he talking to? Stanley Johnson's out here talking to people like he's a superstar. Referee, bro, Stanley Johnson just said something to the ref, and the ref literally said, "Who are you?" What? You can't be Stanley Johnson and come into a game telling the referee something. Oh man, who's a better fit for Embiid, Harden or Butler? Harden by a mile. Harden's a better ball handler, pick and roll player, much better 3-point shooter, better facilitator than most players that ever play basketball. Yeah, easily Harden, and I like Jimmy Butler, but let's be serious here. Harden all the way in and a finish, and he gets no foul call because they don't give him foul calls, and he's hurt. Harden's still on the floor, and Embiid comes back for revenge. Okay, I gotta stop screaming. Harden, I just got really pissed off because Harden's injured, and Embiid came down to represent his boy. Oh, he hit his elbow on the floor. I think he hit his elbow on the floor right here. Yeah. And then Embiid said, "I got your back," and he ran down to block the shot. I just love the camaraderie. But don't bring Harden back. That's fine. He hit his elbow on the floor. That shit's gonna hurt for a couple days. We're good. We're good to go. James not an all-star Harden. That's just, It's ridiculous, man. It really is. Funny bone. He got the tingly winglies. All right, just don't let this team make a run on you. That's all. Why is it always Shake Milton with the last second shot? Seems like it's always Shake, man. Still can't believe that Drew made it over him. All right, because I didn't have time today. Let's look at the East All Star Team 2023. Let's look at it. Let's look at. Would you just look at it? Let's look at it. Here we go. 2023 NBA All Star reserves revealed. All of these players made the All Star team over James Harden. There's a couple I have problems with. All right, here's all the reserves. I'm going to say them all, and then I'm going to tell you all of the ones that I have a problem with. Joel Embiid, Paul George, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, Jaren Jackson Jr., Damian Lillard, Laurie Markkinen, Ja Morant, Julius Randle. Here is all the ones I have a problem with. Obviously, I don't have a problem with Joel Embiid being in the All-Star game. I have a problem with Joel Embiid being an All-Star reserve because he's the best player in basketball and he's not starting in the All-Star game. Is that or I can't even believe I can't even believe this is real. Paul George. Paul George. How many games did Paul George play this year? I got to go look at it. Let's go. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it. Yahoo Sports, Paul George. The reason I have a problem with Paul George is because he's been resting the entire season along with Kawhi Leonard. Uh, Paul George has played 38 games this year. The Clippers are what's come on, bro. He played 38 games. The Clippers are 29 and 26. That's 55. Paul George has played 38 out of 55 games. So he's missed 17 games this season. I feel like Joel might have missed that many, but Joel had a significant injury that kept him out for a month, right? The rolled ankle or whatever. Either way, Paul George uh, is an all-star reserve over James Harden. Let's look at the rest. Vote now. No thanks. What happened to my where I was at, bro? All right, there's my issue with Paul George. Let's move on. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, I got no issue with that. Nice, very nice young player, probably on an MVP list or should be. And I really like watching the Oklahoma City Thunder when I get time because young, energetic teams that have talent like that are fun to watch. Tyrese Halliburton. What? Somebody name a category to me where that Tyrese Halliburton does better than James Harden. Is he a better scorer? No. Is he a better passer? No. Is he a better rebounder? No. Is his team better? No. I that one blows me away. That one absolutely blows me away. Drew Holiday. How the hell is Drew Holiday an all-star? Is he a better scorer than James Harden? No. Is he a better passer? No. Is he a better rebounder? No. Does he shoot a better percentage? No. Is his team better? No. Jaren Jackson Jr., I like him. Damian Lillard. I don't think Damian Lillard's having a great year, but I'm going to double check just so I don't say anything wrong. I feel like Damian Lillard's not having a great year. The Portland Trailblazers are terrible. Damian Lillard in 2022, 2023, he's averaging is he averaging 30 points a game? I didn't even realize that. He's averaging 30 points a game, 37% from 3, 90% from the free throw line. Okay, Damian Lillard's having a good year. Hold on, Damian Lillard's averaging 30 points per game on 40% from 3 and 90% from the free throw line? Is that real? Yeah, that is real. Wow. Dame's averaging 37 and 4. Dame's been hurt the whole year. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't even noticed. Dame's having a great year. I was way off on that. Alright, I can't complain about Damian Lillard. Julius Randle, give me a damn break. Do I really have to say it? Dame dropped 60 a couple games ago. Shout out to Dame, man. Always liked him. I just thought he wasn't having a good year this year, but I guess he's had some injuries this year. He's had some injuries. That's probably why I haven't thought much about Damian Lillard or seen much of him this season. Julius Randle. That one's bad. That's a bad one, guys. You know why that's bad? Because Knicks fans hate Julius Randle. So who voted for him? Who voted for I wanna know who voted for Julius Randle. Because Knicks fans hate Julius Randle. Julius Randle's numbers are good this year, but if you really watch the games, man, oh, the reserves and the coaches vote. The reserves are more coach votes. If you really watch I've watched a couple of Knicks games this year and a couple close ones and at the end, and I've watched him for a couple years, and Julius Randle's always the one who speaking of the Knicks, there's Julius Randle getting blocked at the rim by Caleb Martin. Right on cue as I'm roasting Julius Randle. He gets blocked at the rim by Caleb Martin. Julius Randle at the end of the game is always the one that thinks he's a superstar. He thinks he needs to be taking a big shot, and he shoots them out of games. He's a left-handed Russell Westbrook. It's not good. Isaiah Jackson. I don't even know who that is. Oh my god, what a putback dunk. You're telling me the coaches voted Julius Randle in the All-Star game? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Dennis Smith Jr. with a big dunk, the only thing he's been ever been able to do in the NBA. DeMar? DeMar DeRozan? What do you mean DeMar? You thought DeMar DeRozan should have been in the All-Star game? Is that what you're saying? DeMar DeRozan's in the All-Star game? I don't see him. No, I don't think I don't think the oh, is it wait, is he in the West? Oh, I wasn't even think I was thinking why was I thinking the Bulls are in the East? Wait a minute. Oh, it's not East and West. I'm bugging right now. I was looking at the list like it used to be where there was the East All-Stars and the West All-Stars. That doesn't make any sense. All right. Yeah, because Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are on the other side. Okay, I'm dumb. I thought it was East versus West. It hasn't been that for a couple years. I just don't really pay attention to the All-Star game. So again, over James Harden, you have Kyrie Irving, which is a joke, Donovan Mitchell, Zion Williamson. What the guy's been out since he pulled his hammy against us like a month and a half ago. Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, and DeMar DeRozan. That is insane. The Bulls are in the East. Yeah, I know. I was looking at the right team versus the left team, and I was thinking East versus West, and then I couldn't figure out why the Bulls player was on the left side. That's all, man. Give me a damn break. DeRozan. I thought you were joking when you said DeMar DeRozan was in the All-Star game. I thought you were joking. All right. It's been a long couple of days for me. I'm going to make some coffee. Be right back. Oh, oh, I didn't miss anything. Lies. All lies. All lies. Hey, Embiid hits a jumper. We're up 12. Let's go. I didn't miss anything. All right, there we go. We're good. We're good to go. Here we go. 10-point game. What happened? Somebody tell me what happened. I got a fresh cup of coffee though in the Phillies cup. What's up with James Harden? Somebody said. What you mean? Oh, he landed on the floor hard. He hit his elbow. Hey, turnover. D'Anthony Melton on the other side. Wide open dunk. Ronald, I think you're right. NBA awards don't mean anything anymore. If you guys haven't seen the clip that I posted the clip of Swipe a Cam trying to tell me that Nikola Jokic is on the verge of being the greatest offensive player of all time. He actually said that to me with a straight face, and I remembered it, and I clipped it out, and I posted it today on the YouTube channel. And I really wish I would have. Somebody said they were disappointed with my response. I think I respond to Swipe a Cam respectfully because he's being serious when he says these things. And I can't believe what he's saying in my head. Like, I can't believe he's actually saying these words out of his mouth. But I I think I just respond to him so cautiously because he's being serious, and I'm like, "There's no way this person is being serious." Anyway, 10-point game. Tobias Harris drives, floater. Was that a left-handed floater? We'll take it. We'll take it, Tobias. Nick Anderson, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. He's the greatest at Vorp. You know what's was funny? I posted a clip on TikTok and Instagram also, and I chopped it up and I repeated his Embiid all the way in on Pirtle, gets a foul and one. And I looped him saying true shooting percentage because that's all he talks about. All he talks about. All he talks about. Embiid, very nice take and finish. All he talks about when he's talking about Nikola Jokic is his efficiency rating. That's all he talks about. And he said that Steph Curry in 2016 averaged 30 points per game on 60% true shooting. And he said Nikola Jokic this year is averaging 25 on 70% true shooting. He's actually making the true shooting percentage sound like it's better than 5 more points per game. You know what I'm saying? He's valuing this true shooting percentage thing over everything. It's ridiculous because if you're only taking the easy shots, you're going to have higher efficiency ratings. That doesn't mean you are the best player of all time. It's actually a cop out. Let me just pass the ball around and only take wide open layups. Oh, look, I was 10 for 12. My team lost, but I had a 25-point triple double on 80% true shooting. So Swipe a Cam thinks I'm the best thing to ever live. That's my take on that. Anyway, 11-point lead for the Sixers. Here we go. Embiid catch and shoot for Harden from the wing. He's short on it. I don't really know why Harden even came back into the game. Is not a game he probably should have came back into after he hurt his elbow, but whatever. Keldon Johnson ran straight into Embiid, set a brick wall for him. He wanted a foul call, he didn't get it. PJ Tucker from the corner, missed it. Man, I thought he was supposed to be a good corner three-point shooter. Hopefully in the playoffs that starts to go in for some reason. I can't believe there's a player named Bates Diop. Keldon Johnson to Jakob Pertl. swings it to, I forget his name again, man. Harden top of the key. He holds it. We're running the clock in the 3rd quarter. We're clock running in the 3rd quarter. Harden behind it back to Embiid. Mid-range jumper, rimmed out. Harden loves to hoop, so he hates sitting. I believe that. I believe that. 21 in the playback. Let's get to 30. Playback.tv/running back Philly. Playback.tv/running back Philly. Join us. We're watching the game live. Live commentary, live chat. Let's go. Embiid, top of the key. Harden, catch and shoot wide open. He doesn't miss those. I told you he doesn't miss those. Bang, splash. James Harden, wide open. Catch and shoot. Does not miss. He doesn't miss. It's a free throw. It's a free throw. Look how wide open he is. Wider than the Brazos River, um, Allah says. I have no idea what that means. Only players in NBA history to average at least 21, 11, and 61% true shooting percentage. Magic Johnson and Magic Johnson. So you're so what are you saying? Andy Drew, what are you saying? That Jokic is averaging that, so he's one of the greatest players of all time? Let's here. I gotta put this true shooting percentage thing to rest. I gotta put this true shooting percentage thing to rest. Why is that suddenly a statistic that's in everything? I grew up watching Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Paul Pierce. I grew up watching ball in the early 2000s. All centers. Why do you think that? I grew up watching ball in the early 2000s. I don't remember anybody ever bringing up a player's true shooting percentage. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why. What is true shooting percentage? Let me tell you why. Oh, thank you, Andy. Thank you for the super chat. I didn't see the end of your message, man. I apologize for that, but thank you for the super chat. Only players in NBA history to average 21, 11, and 61 true shooting. Magic, and Harden in 2017 and 2023 Harden non-All-Star. Yeah, I don't like putting true shooting percentage in anything. It's not a real number. It's not a real number. It's not a definitive number. That's what we need to understand about these advanced analytics. It's not an actual number. 21 points per game. That's you average 21 points per game. That's a real number. No, it's not, Phoenix. I'm going to explain to you why it's not. That's a real number. 21 points per game. You average 21 points per game. That number is what it is. There's no subjection. There's no objectivity. There's no well, maybe he did this. No, he averaged 21. 11 assists per game. He averaged 11 assists per game. There's no two ways around it. That's what he averaged. True shooting percentage is the shooting percentage adjusted for three-pointers and free throws and measures players' efficiency at shooting the ball. True shooting percentage equals half the points scored divided by the sum of the field goals attempted and 0.47 times the free throws. Give me a damn break. What are we talking about? I didn't start watching basketball to have fucking math class. True shooting percentage equals half the points scored divided by the sum of the field goals attempted and 0.47 times the free throws attempted. You can pick up one of two things. You can pick up a basketball or you can pick up a calculator. Your choice. Now let's watch basketball respectfully. Jokic's VORP isn't as good this year, so now it's all about true shooting percentage. Exactly. I don't care about efficiency. That's another thing about true shooting percentage. It's all about I don't care about efficiency. When did we start saying efficiency means everything? When did we start saying a player scoring 40 points and leading his team to victory in overtime, but he only shot 46% from the floor or whatever, is a worse game than a player going 10 for 12 and not taking a single shot in the fourth quarter? When did we start saying efficiency rules everything? When are we going to get back to the player that played the best game and won the damn game was the better player? Last season, Rudy Gobert averaged 15 points per game on 73.2 shooting percentage, same as De'Aaron Fox. That's the same point per game difference between Jokic and Embiid this season. Therefore, Gobert is significantly better scorer than Fox. Context matters. That's just how I feel about it. I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of these damn equations, man. There's only one equation. There's only one equation, man. Who put the ball in the hoop when it mattered? Hurdle turnover. Sixers only up 11. Right, exactly. Exactly, Jo. Exactly. Exactly. It accounts for efficiency from twos, threes, and free throws. Who cares? Who cares? I need to know who cares. Phoenix plays these trying to explain it to me. He says, I'll dumb it down for you. Let's say I have 20 points on 2 of 10 shooting using field goal percentage. It would say I had a bad shooting that efficiency wise, but it doesn't take into account I took 6 of 16 for. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not reading it anymore. I'm not reading it anymore. I don't care. Back to the game. Back to the game. I don't care. Spurs going a little bit of a run. 9-point game here. Doc is mad. I don't care about field goal percentage. I don't care about true shooting percentage. I don't care about box score plus minus. I don't care about adjusted box score plus minus. I don't care about anything that isn't who won the damn game, who came up clutch, who led their team to victory. And in the fourth quarter, that last Sixers versus Nuggets game, Joel Embiid did what MVP level players do. Jokic was doing what he does in the fourth quarter, which is stand at the top of the key, hand the ball off to Jamal Murray so he can hopefully get some assists off the handoffs and not shoot the ball. They were trying to argue with me over Ben Simmons Ben Simmons would shoot like 2 field goals, bro. And they would be like, "Yeah, well, he had a 10-point triple double on 100% shooting." I don't care. I don't care. He made the game impossible to play in the fourth quarter. They would say Joel was 10 for 30. He's the reason we lost, and Ben literally had 0 field goal attempts, and they would argue with me that Joel's the reason we lost because of his shooting percentage. I'm like, "Dude, your guy went 0 for 0." Exactly, and see, they said Ben was a +1 in game 7. Right, exactly. He folded harder than any player I've ever seen fold, but the advanced analytics said he's a +1. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Anyway, I gotta stop thinking about advanced analytics because it pisses me off, and I'm trying to pay attention to the game. Reading that true shooting equation really made me mad. Devin, the era of advanced analytics is ruining the beauty of the game. I agree. We just gotta choose to not look at it. That's all. We gotta watch the game. We gotta get back to watching the game. Let's let them do what they do. We gotta start ignoring it. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I gotta start ignoring it. Here we go. Embiid, top of the key. We're only up by 9. We gotta extend this. There's Toby with a bucket. Sixers up 11. Let's not mess around with this team and be only up by 9. That's unacceptable. Let's be up by 20. Like, who are these guys? Who really are these guys? I mean, Stanley Johnson's on the floor, guys. That's what we're talking about here. Stanley Johnson, Joel Embiid rebound. Here we go. Joel running a fast break. Joel's going all the way. He's going to Euro. He's going to force his way into paint. He gets fouled by Keldon Johnson. Aaron Cabbage, you're exactly right on that, bro. That's on the money. That's right on the money. Right on the money. 91.79. Right on the money. Stanley Johnson, all the way in, it finishes over Niang. Wow, George Niang can't guard Stanley Johnson. Not a shock. Not a shock. 11-point lead for the Sixers. Tobias Harris, top of the key. Joel drives on Pirtle. Easy finish. 13-point lead for the Sixers. Easy finish. Stanley Johnson with a floater. Stanley Johnson is getting buckets. Joel Embiid has 30 points right now. Are you serious? Tobias up top with 10 on the shot clock. Tobias mid-range jumper. Missed it. Keldon Johnson dumps it off to Zach Collins. 9-point game. 9-point game. Tyrese Maxey floater off the glass. 11-point game. I like that. I like that take right there, Tyrese. I like that. Tyrese has 15. I like it. It's a good comeback game for Tyrese. Good team to do it against. The San Antonio Spurs. Here we go. Here's Maxey. Trez and Niang on the floor together. I guess that's Doc's backup unit. He's just going to play Trez and Niang together. Oh my God. Matisse Thybulle with a very awkward running layup. But he gets a offensive rebound and a floater to fall. That was interesting. Matisse, a steal. Throws it up to Maxey. Maxey all the way in. Bucket. 17 for Maxey. Maxey, another steal. Pull up three. Maxey, a pull up three. Bang! Let's go, Maxey. What better team to use to have a nice comeback game than this Spurs team, man? Nice little YMCA pickup game to get your game back. Niang for three off a Maxey assist. He hits it. Oh my God, the Sixers have 106 points in the third quarter. Ah! Needed this. Yeah, we needed this. We needed this game, man. Keldon Johnson over Matisse Thybulle and Montrezl Harrell. Not that Montrezl Harrell is impressive, but Matisse Thybulle a little bit. Shake Milton. Oh, I wanted Montrez to shoot a three. If Montrezl Harrell shoots a three, I'm jumping out my window. If Montrezl Harrell ever shoots a three, I'm jumping out the window. Tyrese Maxey, ISO. He's only got two on the shot clock. He drives, floater high off the glass. He missed it. End of the third. Paul Reed should play the whole fourth quarter. Celtics are losing. What's the score of the Celtics game? My phone died. My phone died and my charger's not up here. Damn. I got to go over to NBA.com. I got to go over to NBA.com, find the score of the Celtics game. Okay, here we go. Phoenix is beating Boston 103-91 with 44 seconds left. Mikal Bridges. Don't want to make you guys cry or anything, but Mikal Bridges has 25 points in this game, beating the Boston Celtics. He's 9 for 20 from the field. Oh, what a beautiful Mikal Bridges game. Drafted by the Sixers and traded by Brett Brown and Elton Brand for Zaire Smith, who is not in the NBA. $21 in the playback chat. Let's get it up to 30, man. Let's get to 30. Great third quarter for the Sixers. I agree. Come on over, playback.tv/runitbackphilly. And if you download the app, you have to download the beta software and then download the app because the app is in beta. Obviously, everything will run a lot smoother when it's officially released. But the playback app is still in beta. But playback.tv/runitbackphilly. We watch the streams live together. And we do NBA League Pass watch-alongs when the Sixers aren't playing. We watch YouTube videos on here. We do everything over here. Playback.tv/runitbackphilly. But if you download the app, you can turn notifications on. And that is very important for knowing when I pop up and go live. Zaire Smith flipping patties at McDonald's right now. I don't know. He was a first round pick though, wasn't he? So I think he had some guaranteed money out of that. I think he had some guaranteed money out of that, man. I kinda wanna look that up real quick. Fly the Process from the Rights to Ricky Sanchez podcast. They bought out a section of the Spurs arena. I respect it. That's cool, but bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. You kinda have to have no life to fly to San Antonio to go to this game. Zaire Smith made $4 million in the NBA. Nope, I lied. Zaire Smith made oh my god, you guys aren't gonna believe this. Zaire Smith made $8 million in the NBA, guys. Zaire Smith made $8 million. So, if he's really bad with money, he's flipping burgers at McDonald's, but he made 8 million. Yo, NZ, you're absolutely right, man. Rights to Ricky Sanchez are Brett Brown worshippers, and it's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, and that's why they flew to San Antonio so they could say hi to Brett Brown. That is pretty weird. You're not wrong. Maxey, mid-range jumper, he missed it. I remember during the tanking era, I was always kind of so annoyed by that. How much they jerked off these like fringe NBA players. Like we get it. We're 10-72, but let's not act like TJ McConnell and Brett Brown are the greatest thing that ever happened. Shake Milton and one finish. They had a Sixers party. They had a party. They flew to a Pacers game in Indianapolis. Indiana. Yeah, they flew to a Pacers game and they had a RTRS party hosted by TJ McConnell. Bro, they had a Sixers fan party hosted by a Pacers player because they love him that much. Just odd, just odd behavior. Just odd behavior. If you're not wearing a Sixers jersey, I'm not hosting a party. I'm not having you host my party. I know. Hey, that's why we're talking about it. Here's Shake Milton. Sixers up 21. Let's keep everybody on the bench and let's put this away. I don't want to see Embiid or Harden come back in the game. This one's over. Let's put it away. And that's the difference between teams like this who are actually bad teams with not a whole lot of talent. You should put this team away pretty easily. Even with your bench, you should put this team away. They are just friends. Of course they're friends. It's just what I'm saying is who likes a former coach so much that they fly out and buy out a section of the arena? It's insanity. And that whole era where we wanted Brett Brown fired, they would never say it, bro. They defended him to the grave. Wesley hits a three. Spurs cut it to 20. Here I am joking, but you never know. But this isn't the Orlando Magic. This isn't the Houston Rockets. This isn't the uh, Oklahoma City Thunder. Shake Milton runs over a cameraman. Bates Diop. Offensive rebound, put back. Spurs cut it to 18. Let's go, Tyrese. It's up to you right here to continue to extend this lead so Joel Embiid and James Harden don't have to come back in the game. Let's go. Let's go. Trez to Shake. Shake to Maxey. 9 on the shot clock. Maxey all the way in, off the glass. No foul call for the young buck, but he gets a tough bucket to extend the lead to 20. Wesley off on a drive. Here's Maxey again. Maxey step back three. Bang. 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 I told you, Tyrese, it's like he's listening to me. It's like he's listening to me. It's like he's listening. I said, Tyrese, this is it's up to you right now to put this game away. And he dropped 5 points in a row right when I said that. It's like he's listening to me. Maxey again. Let's go, Maxey. Don't even slow down, bro. Don't even slow down, Tyrese. Shake around the screen. Shake. Give it back to Maxey. It's the Maxey show. Shake. Maxey, 6 on the shot clock. A fall away three. Oh, he missed it. If he made that, I was doing a cartwheel. If he made that, I was doing a cartwheel. Stanley Johnson drives in, doesn't get a call because the refs don't know who he is. Here's Zach Collins on a rebound. Oh, Bates. Is that Bates Diop again, or is that I forget his name, Manham or something? Menham? Bradham? Bradham has 17 points. George Niang for three. Bang. Let's put Jaden Springer in the game, man. Sixers up 20 with 7 minutes left. Let's put Jaden Springer in. Oh, man. Wesley's cooking now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Wesley's cooking. Shake drives in and gets a foul call. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, man. Wesley's cooking, man. 22 in the playback, 23 in the playback. Thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Playback.tv/runitback Philly. It's the future. It is the Twitch of sports streaming. Myself, me and RB are in the top 15 of streamers on Playback TV. So we jumped on it early, and we are part of the leading charge when it comes to Playback TV. Who knows how much it could grow, man, when the app is official and they really start pushing this thing. So I'm happy to be a part of it, man. Shout out to Playback also. Daniel House Jr. is in the game. Yikes. Paul Reed's in the game. Let's go. Let's play bench versus bench. Stanley Johnson for three, and he hits it. He had such a raw skill set coming out of college, and he has such a good NBA build, 6'7", 225. But he just never developed much of a game, man, and that's sad. He really looked a lot like Jaylen Brown looked coming out, but you just can't tell who's gonna pan out and who's not. Wow, guys. Doc went deep bench and the Spurs cut it to 15 in like a minute. Doc went deep bench and the Spurs cut it to 15 in a minute. Hey, I just want to thank all of you for being here. 63 on YouTube, 23 on Playback TV. Friday night Sixers versus Spurs. You could be doing a lot of things, but you're here because you're a crazy Sixers fan like me. Now we're watching breakdancers at halftime and a coyote shooting t-shirts. That is guys, that might be the worst mascot I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen the Spurs mascot, but that thing's ugly as shit. I think that's the worst mascot I've ever seen. Look at that thing. What's that supposed to be? Sixers fan, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Pop just collected paychecks, probably. What is he, 75 years old? If I'm 75 and you say, "Hey, we'll give you another 10 million." NZ. The Spurs mascot is a coked out coyote. On the money, bro. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, man. He's tweaking. Look at his eyes. This dude is tweaking. Huge fight between the Magic and the Wolves. I'll have to check that out. Yo, how about that Donovan Mitchell? How about that Donovan Mitchell fight last night? Donovan Mitchell, Dylan Brooks fight. That was great. That was a good one, bro. I think that's the best one we've seen this year. Because Mitchell squared up and straight body slammed him. Like that was like that. I respect Donovan Mitchell for that. He wasn't like, "Yo, somebody hold me back." You know what I mean? He wasn't like, "Yo, fake tough guy." He was like, "You want to go? Let's get it going," and straight tossed him on the floor. I love that. I love that. I respect that realness. That I respect that realness, man. Don't act like you're gonna fight if you don't really want to fight. You know what I mean? Who called out? Desmond Bain called someone out earlier this year and said he's like 0 for 4, 4 square ups and no punches thrown. A lot of fights in the NBA lately. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I know it's not the new age way of thinking, but there's nothing better for sports than fights, man. There's nothing better for sports than fighting. The announcers always got to say, "This is a disgrace. They should be ashamed of this." Shut up. Shut up. Let them throw hands. Fans love fights. What's not to love? Stanley Johnson, a and one, and it's a 13-point game. Let's. You know what some of my favorite fights are, guys? Baseball fights. Baseball fights are the best. You know why? Because everybody's so far away from it. Like it takes everybody so long to get to the action. So if two guys want to scrap on second base, it's happening. Everybody's so far away they can't stop it from happening. That's what's great about baseball fights, bro. You're getting a good like 5, 6 punches thrown at second base before somebody gets out there. George Niang all the way in and a finger roll. Then the dugout's clear. The bullpen runs in from the outfield. The bullpen always runs in so slow too. It's like the one of those old gang movies. All right, we're up by 12. I'm rambling. Let's just make sure we get this W. I'm just happy Joel and Harden. George is out here trying to cook players, and as soon as Allah celebrates, he turns it over. Shake fouls on the other end. As long as we got some good rest in this game, we jogged up and down the floor a couple times. I'm happy. Happy with that. Dude, Jimmy, you're talking about the Donovan Mitchell fight? Yeah, Jordan Clarkson got called out. Desmond Bain said he's 0 for 4, 4 square ups and no punches thrown. Jordan Clarkson squares up but he's backing up the whole time. And then I went to Jordan Clarkson's Instagram page and there's a bunch of photos of him wearing like a dress and heels in like GQ fashion sets. So not a shock. Not a shock to me. Joel all the way in gets fouled. Harden and Joel are back in the game because it's a 10-point game with 4 minutes left. So there I go, talking about our players resting and Sixers go deep bench. They blow the lead. Embiid and Harden have to come back in. Is a spur a coyote? I missed that one. Yeah, I don't know. That mascot's weird. What is a spur? Isn't a spur just a thing on the back of like the cowboy boot that the cowboys wear to like stab the horse in the rib cage? Bill Laimbeer fights were great in the 90s. I agree with that. Morris, I agree with that. Who's that climbing over the back? Barlow, man. Someone needs to teach Barlow the over the back rule in basketball, man. Guy just jumped over everyone. Yeah, we were just wondering why there was a coyote as their mascot. I don't know. Guess it's because 'cause they're in San Antonio. I think their mascot should be a taco, to be honest. I would respect that more. A taco and a margarita? Dude, if they had a taco and a margarita, like they had a person dressed as a taco and a margarita just run out on the floor, I would respect that more than a coyote. Brett, you had to take it there? Tim the Taco, exactly, bro. That'd be a great mascot. Sponsored by Taco Bell, you know what I mean? All right, James Harden, who should not have to play in the fourth quarter of this game, is in the game. 4 minutes left, 13-point lead for the Sixers. It's all right. Sad that we couldn't extend the lead with the bench, but it is what it is. Harden, 2 on the shot clock. He shoots a 3. Bang. Oh my god. He had Barlow all over him. He had Barlow all over him. Steps back, hits a 3, and stares him down like, "Come on, young bull. I've been doing this for 12 years." Can't dribble anymore, but his jumper's wet. He can dribble. Barlow's a mismatch. Barlow's a big defender, man. You know Harden struggles with big defenders. Martian says, "What the we were up by 21." Yeah, we tried to go deep bench and end it. We tried to throw in the end of the bench. They put in I guess they didn't go deep bench, but they put in well, they kind of did. They put in Daniel House Jr. and Paul Reed and the lead got diminished very quickly. Kiss me, Cam. I like when they do these to two people that are like aren't dating and they look at each other awkwardly. Oh, let's go. The gray hair one, let's go, man. They've been rocking together for years. Much respect. Oh, did he get shut down right there? Oh, peace sign, man. No love for him. We got two friend zones here, and we got two friend zones. Nice. Oh, she's embarrassed. That's not good. Oh, she was looking at her phone, bro. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. She got on the kiss cam and she looked at her phone. Sixer fan. Why do you have to do that? I'm not reading that one out loud, man. You guys are savages in the playback chat, man. Charles Barkley was so right about San Antonio. Oh, man. 1 seed is doable with the Celtics losing. What did Charles Barkley say about Spurs fan? Like, exactly, like, what did he say? Did he say something offensive? Nah, but he didn't say the women are ugly. He didn't straight up say the women are ugly. I'm saying, what did he actually say? Or did he say that? No, there's no way he called anyone ugly or fat on TV. There's just no way. Even Chuck wouldn't do that. He said they got big old women in San Antonio. All right. Yeah. Big old women. Is that what he said? That's funny. That is funny. No comment. I don't have enough money. I don't have Chuck money. Charles can afford to get canceled. I can't. Charles can afford to get canceled. I can't. I gotta find the clip. I gotta find the clip, man. You know, one of my favorite Charles Barkley segments ever is when he was. You guys ever see that clip where Shaq said something about go work for ESPN, and he said, "You're not going to work me like a dog." He said they'll have you on ESPN 1, ESPN 2, ESPN News, ESPN Deportes. He said they'll have you on ESPN Deportes saying "Buenos dias, muy bien." Oh, that dude is a riot, man. That man is a riot. All right, 130 to 114. Let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here, man. I don't think Embiid and Harden should still be in this game. Do we not feel safe with a 14-point lead with 3 minutes? I guess we don't. Embiid all the way in under the rim against a couple of G leaguers. Looked like he got fouled about 6 times. No call. Harden picks up a loose ball. 8 others. Harden pulls a 3. Missed it. Embiid's going a little too hard for me. Pause. Oh my God, D'Anthony Melton tried to poster somebody. I'm not saying I don't want to see effort, but in the fourth quarter against the San Antonio Spurs, I'd rather not see Joel Embiid like diving on the floor. You know what I mean? Oh, Melton wanted to catch a body, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mom. Like, what are we doing here? We're like Joel's out here diving on the floor, jumping over people. Like, yeah, thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Remember when Joel Embiid got his face broken in Toronto? The game was over. We were up by 30. He shouldn't have been in the game. Spurs hit a 3. Uh-oh, Joel sits, and it's a 13-point game just like that. Let's go, D. Melton all the way in. Paul Reed on the finish. A putback slam. Imagine that. An athletic player that can run and put back a dunk. Won't see Trez doing that. No. That's the thing about it, man. You see every other NBA team that plays players that can do that. Paul Reed can do that. Sports streamer, what's up? Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. When I see Paul Reed do that, it just frustrates me because every other NBA team brings players off the bench that can do that, and Doc would rather put 6'7" Montrezl Harrell who can't jump out there. 13-point game. Time to ice it, Tyrese. Time to ice it, Tyrese. Oh, Maxey all the way in. Missed it, but guess who got the offensive rebound? Paul Reed. Daniel House Jr. with a steal. Daniel House Jr. all the way in. He gets tackled under the rim. Yo, I would actually pay money to watch 10 more minutes of this. I would pay money to watch Daniel House Jr., Paul Reed play against the Spurs deep bench. House was just a 40% three-point shooter that caught his job was to catch James Harden assist and shoot threes. I think that's why Daryl signed him, but he just doesn't have it anymore. And he's probably gonna hit this three because I said that. Nope, he missed it. He played better defense back then, and he had a little bit of a dribble drive game too. He had a little bit of a combo game, but yeah, I don't know, he just doesn't have it anymore. 33 seconds left. Shout out to everyone that hung out the whole time. Sixers Spurs on a Friday night. Alley-oop to Paul Reed. He tried to one-hand it. He missed it. But he got his own rebound, put it back, and won. Oh, Daniel House got fouled. Do you feel like Daniel House is a good defender? He seems pretty athletic. No, he's terrible. I mean, I don't. He just doesn't have an offensive game anymore, and he makes really the run that he was getting at the beginning of the season. He just makes really boneheaded plays. Furkan Korkmaz is in the game with 20 seconds left. Can you guys believe Furkan Korkmaz is making $5 million a year? Brett Mark, I don't understand Glenn's logic. How can you possibly know what you have in your youth if you never play them? He doesn't care. He does not care. He thinks I am a championship level coach. I need championship level players. He doesn't develop players because he's not interested in developing players, and it's sad because you have Doc here to try to win a championship. I guess you're not. You don't have Doc here for the future. You probably don't think he's going to coach for another 10 years or something like that. So I don't know. I guess you have to live with it. Give Paul Reed 2 minutes. He goes hard for 2 minutes, dude. I bet he had 2 rebounds in 2 minutes. A putback dunk. Tyrese Maxey, a little bit of a bounce back game. 25 points off the bench. I like it. Joel Embiid jogged around in an NBA game and scored 33 points and had 10 rebounds and 4 assists. 10 of 18. So his efficiency rating was through the roof and off the charts. True shooting percentage, you don't even want to know. It was probably 190%. You got to trade Korkmaz. I mean, I don't think he has any value, and that's the frustrating part about it because you have a backup center issue, and you could have guys like Andre Drummond or others at like 3 million a year, 3.5. You're paying Furkan Korkmaz 5 million. He's not playing, so I think that's the one frustrating thing for me. There was an open roster spot, and they released Charles Bassey. Not that Bassey's getting any run. He didn't get on the court in San Antonio tonight. He's on a two-way contract in San Antonio with the G League team. So, we probably overvalue Charles Bassey a little bit. He's not even really getting. If he was that good, he would be starting on this Spurs team. Let's call it what it is. But you had a roster spot. You have deficiencies, and I don't know, man. Like Daryl Morey keeping Furkan Korkmaz and signing Daniel House, like, those are, that's like $8 million right there, the Furkan and Daniel House. I think you could have a pretty good backup center for $8 million a year. You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's a beautiful Friday night. The Sixers beat the Spurs in kind of a jog around YMCA pickup game. It was never really close. They only really blew the lead when they put in the deep bench, and the Spurs deep bench kind of made a little bit of a run, but whatever. Uh, Harden and Embiid came back in and put it away in the fourth quarter. I'm out of here. Yeah, hit the like button on your way out. Pope Platinum Beats, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Pope's been a member for a long time. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate everybody that ever tunes in. All right. Y'all have a good Friday. Later.